Hey everyone, it's Karen, and on this episode, I actually have this episode and one more episode. I lied on my last episode. I'm sorry. I thought I only had this one. I was just really excited to be done. But this episode is engaging podcast ideas about the science of plants. So, all about science. Podcasts are so plant detectives solving botanical mysteries. Focus, explore unsolved or recently solved mysteries in plant science. So what I'm trying to get at is by going to any place about plant world, this is helping broaden your all's insight and getting some engaging ideas for a Science of Plants podcast. This is what I'm laying out. Just a little bit of information about it. So, Darwin's ability mystery, the puzzle of why flowers seem to appear suddenly in the fossil record. Another one you can look into, how ancient plants lands conquered land, overcoming drought and adapting like complex vascular systems. Why a key emphasis in Robusco has evolved to also accept oxygen, seemingly a waste of energy. The origins of plant architect from towering redwoods to aquatic plants. And then I would like to interview anybody that's a researcher working on these mysteries, or any type of scientific process development. And that way that you can help highlight and break down each of the remaining of the unknowns. Even if it's not on these example, just if you're, I can't think of the title, but it's like, if you are a researcher of plants, science researcher of plants, let me know so I can interview you because I have plenty of questions. Like the next topic, plant superpowers, surprising adapters. Example, desert survival. How can cacti store water, reduce transparent, and grow deep roots to survive scoring climates? So this episode's kind of just an episode to get you thinking. Not really informative. And then cardiovascular wonders, the traps and digestive mechanisms of cardiovascular plants and how they lure prey while attracting pollination. Aquatic adaptation, plants while floating leaves, specialized tissues for gases exchange and flexible structures to navigate watery habitats. Salt tolerance. How hypothetius manage high salinity in coastal marshes and saline environments. And then ecologist. There you go. That was the word I was looking for like a minute ago. I told you I'd figure it out. Plants versus us, a virtual connection. Let's explore some plants, human life, highlighting their role in health. Plants highlighting their roles in our health. And nutrition and cultural landscapes. Food security and climate change, how plant science is crucial for substantial agricultural and development, climate resilience crops. Medical plants, the science behind plants to devour therapeutic, exploring their potential of treating various diseases, improving human health. Plants for well-being, the role of plants in urban environments, creating green spaces, promoting mental health and supporting biodiversity. Plant-based diets and substantial living, exploring the new rise of plant-based alternations and their broader society shift towards substantial practices. 4. Tales from the Field Botanical Adventure. Stories from renowned botanicalists and plant explorers throughout history. So if you are like example, I went to a botanical garden up in St. Louis. I loved it. So if you know anybody that wants to be on my thing, please let me know because I want to talk. Adventures in plant conservation, highlighting efforts to protect rare and endangered species. First-hand accounts of field research showcasing the triumphs and challenges of studying plants in their natural habitats. I would think it'd be kind of hard sometimes because I'd be afraid of breaking the plant on accident, be my luck. And then discussing importance about protecting the plant ecosystems. And then I have the last thing I have is the Tiny World of Plant Companion Microbiome. Okay, again, I can't talk. Let me just get into what I'm trying to say. The plant microbiome, the thousands of micro species, bacteria, fungus, viruses living on and around plants and their influences on plant health and fitness. You have to, what I'm trying to get with that one, you got to have diseases and fungus and all this stuff to still live and still thrive. Because if you get everything that is on this planet has got to stay on this planet for a reason. It was put here for a reason. So if you think, oh, I don't want fungus, oh, I don't want this, whatever, okay? The plants need it. We need plants to breathe. Our lungs run on plant oxygen. So, just saying. And then, so how these symbiotic fungi enhances nutrition uptake in plants, especially in nutrition that has poor soil. Plant pollination interaction, this between plants and pollinating, highlighting how plants attract specific pollination through scent, color, and rewards. Plant defenses, how plants produce antimicrobial compounds to protect themselves from pathogens and how those chemicals might impact the microbiome. And then production tips. So I have, like I said, if you have anybody out there that wants to be on my podcast for me to interview them, let me know. And then I just really hope that you had learned a little bit about needing to take care of all types of environment for the health of sake of the plants, taking care of the ecosystem, climate control, all that fun nature stuff. We have to that's the science of the plants. You have to take care of everything in order to have a plant. So that was just a little bit rundown of science. I hope that you enjoyed and had learned something in this episode. I will catch you for sure on my last episode because I have it over there of my plant channel. So I will talk to y'all later. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.